Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing another video on the series of reviewing each season. So, if you guys want a little bit of a recap, we reviewed, obviously, every season prior. So we started with the launch of Apex and then season 1 through 5. Now, the best seasons that I have reviewed so far were season 2 and 3. Close up second was season 5. Then season 4, and then season 1. So that's our little tier list if you want to know so far. So we're going to review season 6. Now I've got a feel this one's going to be pretty down there because I don't really remember much of this season being too great, in my opinion. I feel like the main thing about this season is that people thought this was going to be the season that we see Olympus get added to the game, and everyone was hyped about Olympus because it's like a completely different type of map. But it never actually came because it was actually set for season 7 because essentially every year we were going to be getting a map in the September time or November time, maybe November. So obviously this season was never ever meant to actually get Olympus. It was meant to be the season after, but people didn't know that. So, you know, that's why I think this season received pretty bad overall reception in terms of player counts. But it started August 18th and lasted until November 4th, and it added Rampart, the Vault SMG. Obviously, we had World's Edge map updates, which was a really good map update. I will get to that. We also had 𝗙𝗲𝗁𝗁 in the map rotation, and we also had a season quest, the First Ship. Now, I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure that was just simply a comic book thing. I'm pretty sure. Or like a little audio log thing that we used to have ages ago. So it was the start of these kind of quests. I'm not going to mark this season down because it had that, because I feel like every season had that, and I feel like it's better that we have some sort of seasonal quest than none. So I'm not actually going to be giving it any points for having it, and I'm not taking any away because we had a better season quest in season 5. But we never seen that return until just recently with the kill code stuff in season 18. So I feel like I'm just going to not really count that, you know what I mean? Like the whole season quest stuff, I'm just going to ignore it because for the most part, I think the fact that we used to have a really good one and now we have these kind of like shitty ones, it's devaluing the lore of the game. But it's at least given us something. So it kind of equals out. So that's why I'm going to ignore it. The theme of this season was cars and racing, which is a bit weird. And the reactive weapon was the G7 Scout. Okie dokie. And we also had 2 events, the Aftermarket and the Fight or Fright event as well. So we got Rampart versus SMG. Crafting got added, which was one of the better features in the game, I would say, because it actually removed a lot of RNG in the game. I do think crafting should still be buffed a little bit, but I think that's probably after they nerfed it, when they reworked the whole Evo system a while back. Several changes to World's Edge, which I think honestly was probably one of the better World's Edge map updates. To be honest, I really like the whole like wall like areas that you can like lift up, and it allows you to have a lot more elevation in fights and control the fight a lot more as well, to how you want to play it, so you can actually be really smart about it. But yeah, that's that right there. So overall, so far, pretty good. And also hollow sprays were added, and also crossplay as well, which I think that was a really good feature to add as well. So for a pretty mediocre season, to have that does bring it up a little bit. And then we had the September Soiree, the Aftermarket, a Wii Experiment, and Fight or Fright events. So yeah, overall, content-wise, pretty average, if not a little bit better because we had the crossplay. But remember, I mean, let's just remember right now, Rampart was not very good on launch. Good thing is, though, the Vault SMG. So at least that did bring it up a little bit. The actual emotions for the season is that, oh shit, we have a really cool SMG here. And everyone was hyped because we don't think we actually received an SMG since launch. So it was actually like a cool new weapon, and everyone was using SMGs, you know, at the time. SMGs were better. So to have a new SMG to play around with definitely was going to be quite fun, and definitely was. So, yeah, so that's that right there. We're going to go down the bottom. We're going to watch some of these trailers as well. See what we have going on. Where are they? They should be on here. Here we are. So we have the endorsement, the launch trailer, the gameplay trailer, the Meet Ram Part 1, and the Battle Pass review. Let's watch these ones.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. You sure do know how to make a fine piece of hardware.
Not only that, I think she may even be a better shot than you.
Well, reckon we'll never find out. Unless... Fancy a go, Anita?
Every time. You're just too bad, Pete.
Sorry, mate. All closed down for the night. What a lovely pleasure. I usually don't do a gauntlet round twice in one day, but your eyes are just screaming desperation.
Don't even think about it.
Right. Everyone got their clean knickers on? I know he does.
Huh?
Get her! Where's Big Sister?
Burn it.
Well, you put up one hell of a fight, kid. But it's your lucky day, eh? Yeah. You earned this. Let's get you patched up.
So, I've got a few words to say about this trailer, to be honest, right? I do feel like the trailer didn't actually do its justice in actually hyping people up for Rampart. I felt like because she actually didn't win the fight, she actually didn't really win anything. You know what I mean? And I hate the kind of like revenge stories. Like that's going to be probably a very common recurring complaint about the storylines for characters is they're always motivated by revenge. Like Rampart, I feel like she's probably going to want to get revenge on Big Sister or the gang of some sort. But then again, I don't know because the lore has not progressed past the point of literally that trailer. Like that right there is the only bit of lore we have for Rampart. We had a little bit more when apparently she was like friends with Sia when Sia got released or whatever, and then after that it was like Catalyst, and then Catalyst also knows her. So it's like literally like Rampart is the character that everyone knows and likes, and that's it. Her actual lore for Big Sister and all this other stuff. When is this going to actually come into the game? Like, when is Big Sister going to become a thing? Because they're obviously trying to tease this character, and they do look sick, by the way. Big Sister, whoever the fuck they are. People have made theories, including myself, thinking that Big Sister is Margot from Catalyst's trailer. And to be honest, I do think it is her. It would make sense because, you know, she is like that kind of rebel type of character, and she does like to hang around in gangs, so it would make sense that she would be part of another gang after their one kind of disassembled in that trailer. It would make sense, but we haven't heard anything. And so I just I'm sitting here like, well, why the fuck's Rampart in the game? Is she just literally just competing because she wants to be friends with everyone? That's not the whole point, you know? It doesn't make sense. But overall, I do think that trailer is probably one of the weaker ones. in terms of like actually getting people hyped up for a character. And I think also the Lord's trailer as well was probably one of the worst ones as well. I'll play the Lord's trailer as well.
Right, Sheila and I are ready to dance. Are you?
Yeah, I can dance. Who's Sheila?
So, once again, not really a good trailer. Merely because the character was hardly fucking in it. I'm sorry, but like, if you want to be like, here's the new character for the new season, and you basically show every other fucking character more than that character, that makes me not want to play the season. And it's disappointing because the character was shit as well. Like, Rampart was just shit on launch. And it's shit because I am a Rampart main. And the fact that she was so bad on launch and then continued to be so bad years later, it's only just recently that we've seen Rampart be using ALGS a shitload. And even then, people don't really use her in casuals. She has a very low pick rate, I'd say, even now. But it's like, only now has Rampart actually been seen a little bit by people. And all the way back then, not a single person was using Rampart. She was the lowest picked character, I remember it to this day. Because it was such a joke. No one cared about Rampart. And I don't even think the development team did either, because of these two trailers right here that just literally went and showed every other character but Rampart for a good portion of the trailers. And even for her actual stories from Outlands, the fact that she didn't even win the fight, like, if that's not like ironic, I don't know what is. But we'll play the rest of the trailers and I'll give you opinions after.
Grab your mash. Rampart's in town.
It's not about how hard you fall. It's not even about getting back up. Legend's just a name. Legacy comes from the mark you leave.
𝗙𝗲𝘁𝗂𝗏𝗯𝗲, be alright. I came to party. You're in my house now.
The hunt begins.
Materials here.
Very well. Remarkable.
Yeah, I've got you, old man.
Something big is on the horizon. And remember, I'll be watching.
So, yeah. For that one, nothing really too much to add, really. I feel like, once again, we seen how you can counteract Rampart's walls at the end there, which I think is another nail in the coffin for, like, yeah, here you go, guys. There's a bit of a joke here now. Rampart's just shit. That's how I kind of see it a little bit. But if we look at the bright side, though, even though Rampart released really bad and the trailers are really bad, I felt like the events were pretty good. The fact that crossplay was a thing from this game as well, also really good as well, even though I don't think they actually mentioned it there, unless they did and I didn't say it. Then that's obviously, great that I had that. Also as well, crafting as well. That's a great feature. I like it. But it's going to be a low score for me, I think. We're going to play the next one.
In a dog-eat-dog world, it ain't great. Unless it's got Rampart written on it.
Time to show 'em what we're made of. Which is just blood and guts, really.
𝗦𝘂𝗶𝗯𝘁𝘂𝗿𝗲, a.k.a. Rampart,
You poor little plonker.
is the most infamous modder in the Outlands.
Champion or not, I'm ready for a fight.
This expert craftsperson is perfect for fortifying her squad's position.
It ain't mechanical engineering. You're either here or you're dead.
Her reinforced wall not only provides cover, but the amped shield charges outgoing fire for devastating effect.
Woohoo! This is the best bloody day ever!
And combined with her modded loader, her defense is the best offense.
Who taught you how to fight? To hit their head on a bloody speed train.
Rampart may have a big mouth,
Oh, don't run now! Get your butts back here!
but she's got a big gun to back it up.
Say hello to Sheila, mates.
Her heavy-mounted turret rains lead down on her enemies.
And you get a bullet! And you get a bullet! And you get a bullet!
She may not have planned to be a legend, but like her motto says,
Time to turn crap into gold.
We'll play the other one as well, and then give me thoughts.
Don't kill yourself over this. I'm already doing that. I'm just so bloody happy.
show the Outlands what you're made of in our all-new Battle Pass. Jam-packed with all the usual goodies,
You snooze, you lose.
Season 6 cranks it to full throttle with Pathfinder and the Roll Cage Sentinel.
You tried, and that's all that matters.
Or if you've got a score to settle, unleash the Road Warrior and go supersonic on your enemies. This season also brings a new way for Legends to leave their mark in the arena. Introducing our all-new Holo Sprays. These deployable markers are the ultimate way to show who's king of the ring.
Sorry, did I confuse you?
And as always, Legends can trick out their experience with new music packs, loading screens, banners, gun charms, and a new batch of tricked-out skydive emotes.
Victory is delicious.
So gear up and bring the swag.
Another voice.
Only with the Season 6 Battle Pass.
You fought with honor. May you ride with the gods.
Okay. So I think a common theme that you probably can see is that nothing here is special. I think that's the biggest thing. One thing that I do want to point out though is Rampart's character trailer. I would say that's probably one of the best trailers because it was funny and it actually really showed off exactly how the abilities work. Which I feel like other character trailers don't really do that well. Like, for example, the Loba one, I feel like that one, it didn't really show you exactly how you would use it and things like that. Like the mini-map, for example, like the mini-map, it doesn't show, like, the area that it would actually, like, affect. Like, for example, like that. But with Rampart, you know exactly what you're looking at. And it was really funny as well, which is exactly what, like, Rampart's personality is like. So for the actual character trailer, I would say that one definitely takes the cake for the best one so far. But then also, for the Battle Pass stuff, Holo Sprays, another filler item that no one cares about. we got Charms a few seasons back before this, and no one cared about that. So they added hollow sprays, and no one cared about that. So it's like, obviously they know what they're doing, like, at this point. And then obviously they add other things like stickers and stuff recently as well. It's just filler items. More items that you just fill battle passes up, fill the store up, boost prices for everything. It's just shit stuff. And once again, it's another one of them things that just get added for the sake of boosting prices. And that's probably why the season is called Boosted. But that's my problem with this season. Mainly because there's nothing special here. The only things that are special are some of the events. The map update I really like, and obviously Vault was great. I would say the best thing that actually happened in the game on Season 6 was when the Season 7 teasers dropped for Horizon. Like, that was probably the best time, because you could actually go in the game and see what was coming next. Because I think everyone was just fed up with Season 6 because they thought Olympus was coming out. So overall, Season 6 it's not a good season. It genuinely just was not a good season. People just did not want to play it. So if we're marking it against Season 1, which was a 6 out of 10, and that one had nostalgia and everything going for it as well, this season, it didn't even have a good legend. Like, at least with Season 1, we had Octane release, and Octane was great. And we had, like, a few events. I think we had more events in this season. I'm going to give this season also a 6 as well. Just simply because it just did not deliver. Which is really sad, because I love Rampart. Rampart's be fucking main, but for this season, she was just terrible. No one played her. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.